Next up, let's talk about the void type. So void is a type we use mostly, really only, with functions, not with variables, although you can, it's just very unusual to do so. We use it as a return type for functions that don't return anything. It's a way of saying this function shouldn't return anything. So if we just write any old function in here, let me just get rid of my error from the previous video. Any old function, let's call this one, how about print twice? And it just takes some sort of message, which will be a string, and then we console.log that message, and we do that twice. So there's nothing returned from this function, right? It's just printing things out, no return value. If I hover over the function name, you can see that TypeScript inferred that return value or that return type to be void. It decided, well, you didn't return anything, so it's void. We don't have to annotate it, but I, once again, like to do this to make it clear to myself and to TypeScript that this function is not supposed to return anything. So now if I mess something up and I somehow returned an empty string for some reason, it's going to complain and say, whoa, you told me this wouldn't return anything. Now you're returning something. Whereas if I relied on the implicit return type, then I don't get an error, right? I silently have this problem. For whatever reason, this is, I don't want to return an empty string. TypeScript doesn't care. It just says, yeah, you return a string from this function now. But that's not what I wanted. I want this to return nothing, and I want it to always return nothing, so I can annotate it to do so. And that's really all there is to the void type. So we use it when we are annotating the return type of functions, and it's a way of saying this doesn't return any value.